baseball player doing a AAA assignment. So it's like that type of situation.
Yeah, I mean, I think that really similar to what I've been saying. I just really want him to get some trips up and down the court, right? And I think this is a good little window for him. A couple home games for them, and then he'll be right back in the swing of things. And we're keeping him right here and making sure he's up to date with everything, all that stuff. So just to get him up and down and get some conditioning and get him. I mean, it's again 3 really short stints in the last 11 months, and maybe a chance to give him a couple of chances to have some longer stints. Yeah.
So you're hoping he plays both tonight and on Saturday, I believe they have a game.
I am as of now, but again, I should probably not get too far ahead of myself. But that is the plan right now. Yeah. Okay.
Oh. You have another game against a team you've seen already this season. You have 3 against Boston. I guess that's a little unique to have so many against common opponents this early in the year. Do you feel like you're learning anything different or gaining anything from all these repeat appearances so far this year?
Gosh, I sure hope we are. I think that I mean, we should be learning all the time, but I think to your question that sometimes when you're playing repeat people, you're making some tweaks to things, you're trying to extend some good things, you're adding some coverages, whatever it is, and I don't know. I think that the last time we played these guys, we did some really good things, but we had chances to extend those good things and probably didn't take them. So can we, again, and we've obviously made some adjustments. They saw a lot of the things we were doing. They're going to be spending a lot of time trying to counter those, and we've made a few tweaks to what we will do as far as the overall game plan for tomorrow that we hope will work, and then let's hope we can go execute them at a little better level. But it should sink in more because you're saying this is what happened last time. This is who's here and who's there and who's here, and this is why we're doing it. It gives you some little bit more concrete examples or a little clearer picture since you've already been through it. Yeah.
How you doing, Nick? Crystal, just piggybacking off of that, how would you describe Detroit's backcourt, and what's the best way to limit Cade?
Well, first of all, he's really tough, right? He's really tough, and what makes him so tough is you can't really speed him up much. He's so big that even like double teaming him and stuff, he kind of gets out of that, gets the ball out fairly easily. He just doesn't get rattled too much, which is another big thing. But kind of along with that, Duren he's improved so much. Like, he is so big, his hands are good, his passing's good, his finishing's good. Even when we fully rotate to him, it doesn't matter sometimes because they can just throw it up in the air and he'll be the one to go get it. So that combo that they've got there, and they certainly use that a lot, makes it tough to kind of take them both out. I think for the entire game, I mean, we got to kind of do some things, take it on, take it off, to affect him. But he's very, very good. He's very, very big. His competitive drive is super high right now. He's really, like, when they need him, he'll put the whole team on his back, and he's obviously carried them to best record in the league, or best record in the East for sure.
And then we got the update on PG. We
Yep.
reevaluate it later in the week, but what has his ramp up looked like to you in practice, at least for the last month?
Yeah, I mean, he's had a lot of good practices. He was out there again today. Again, they're just trying to get some strength issues cleared up, so that he's really ready, and to limit the possible of any re-injury. Yeah.
I know that we've talked about just finally having a little bit of a one game in 5 days, a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a break, but lighter schedule compared to what you've had.
Yeah.
But what have you specifically told BJ about how to best maximize this time period when it's rare to have a game or only one game in 5
Yeah. I mean,
days?
so you get a chance yesterday to really, get off his feet and rest, completely a little bit, and then that usually does it, as long as they're going to take advantage of that. And I don't know, kind of like me, I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday, right? Just getting a good day of rest in, and then you just kind of get back out there. But with him, it's a lot of constant. What for any young player, it's a lot of constant film work and just showing him all the little things that we want him to provide to the team and provide to his own game and all that kind of stuff. So it's still a pretty heavy load mentally, no matter if he's on the court or not. Yeah.
Nick, something you've talked about in the past is even for someone whose minutes might be sporadic, that if they get going, you're just going to let it ride. Jabari talked about appreciating that the other night.
Yep.
Justin obviously was evident with him against the Celtics. I guess how much do you actively communicate to players that that's how you feel and that if they get going, and how much of it is just you show them by playing them?
I mean, it's communicated. I don't know how actively. I think there's several times where I'm gonna tell them, you get out there and you produce. You may play 16 straight. I'll make that comment, every now and then, but I'm not going up to every one of them and saying, now listen, if you play really good, you might get some extended minutes. It's more probably in general to the team. Yeah. And I think they get it. After they see it a couple times, they get it too, right? Yeah.
With DJ, obviously he's still doing plenty to help you win, but the offense has been a little bit of a scuffle lately. Just how much of it is you needing him to be more aggressive, kind of go get it, versus the coaches, the team trying to get him going?
I think it's a 50-50, right? I think we certainly want him to be aggressive, and we try to convey that to him. He needs to kind of take that and run with it a little bit more. I need to, whatever, set up, give him some situations where you're saying this is for you to attack, right? And we probably haven't done a good enough job of that from a coaching standpoint, right? Where we're just saying come hell or high water, this is your play, go make something happen. And I think he just needs more reps of that and some more situations we can put him in. So we can certainly do a better job of that. Yeah.
Nick, the loss to Detroit aside, the last two games you guys have probably played your best defense consistently over those two games. Is there anything specifically you think was a catalyst for that, or is that just a matter of kind of settling into the season a little bit?
Well, I hope we're learning a little bit from some of the stuff too that we're seeing, and we're saying this has to get better, this has to get better, this has to get better. And I think if I kind of threw everything, there's 50 things, but if I threw them all out and put it down to one, it's we've really asked our guys to settle in and guard their guy more physically, keep them in front. Don't be so jumpy. Don't be so risky. Just be more physical. You see, guys are trying to pound with physicality down the lane on us, and we weren't great at standing up to that, and I think that's getting better, and that's one thing I would point to. Yeah.
Is there anything new on Barlow?
Yes. He's back. He's in. He's ready to go. One more last question. I saw you.
One of those other pain points earlier in the season seemed like it was transition defense.
Yes.
It seems like that's been better the last game or two. I guess what do you think has sort of helped you get that?
Well, it's again learning a little bit, seeing some situations. I think we've gotten caught off guard on some teams that have leaked out from the contester, right? So our top of our offense guys have picked that up a little better. And again, it's transition defense is doing it really well at the beginning of it, right? If you miss a shot, everybody's got to get going quickly, right? We've had some wild stabs in the backcourt. That's hurt us. We've tried to clean some of that up. And then it comes down to communication. And a lot of times, what we've probably done better is we're just taking someone and pointing, and instead of trying to get to certain matchups. I think we were running to matchups that were causing us some communication problems. And now we're a little bit better, I think, at just understanding, well, it might not be a perfect matchup, but at least we can get 5 guys back. Yeah. Okay.